Do you have boring, friendly conversations with girls that go absolutely nowhere? In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to create that natural, flirty vibe so you go from being another guy who's boring and logical, who gets no play, to a guy who's actually successful with women because he's able to create that spark with his words and build attraction during the conversation. All right, so first off, it's not the topic, it's the vibe. So this means it's not exactly what you say, but it's how you say it. But two people have the same exact conversation on a transcript, but one of them can be a lot funnier than others. So for example, let's say I'm on a date and I say, so what do you do for work?
I work in ad tech, and what I do is that I focus on the strategy of things.
Oh, cool. Is that good? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How long have you been doing it for?
10 years.
So you see, this is kind of boring, right? It's just a logical conversation exchange versus I'm gonna ask the same exact question, but you're gonna see a big difference. So what do you do for work?
I work in ad tech. I focus more on the strategy.
So you're a very strategic type of woman? You plan everything out in your head?
I am, yeah, you can say that. You can say that I like to strategize.
What kind of strategy do you do in preparation for this date?
Evil things.
Evil things.
Yeah.
Number 2, teasing the girl. This is one of the most effective things you can do if you do it correctly. So for example, you want to avoid touching on super sensitive topics or actually coming off like a dick. So for example, let's say we're having a first date and I say, so you really like to eat cookies, huh? Neg failed, right? Unless, of course, you're really, really confident when you deliver that, right? You want to avoid topics like that, and you might say something like, so you got here a little late, huh?
I did. I have
What were we doing? We're just getting ready for like 2 hours? Just fucking reapplying your makeup. Oh, I think I got it this time.
No, I just couldn't find my keys.
Typical Miami girl dilemma. Number 3, trolling. This is very, very effective if done right. It shows you're the kind of guy that doesn't give a fuck, you're willing to take social risks, you're funny and all of that. The key is to not let it go too far to the point where it becomes just weird or cringe, and to apply some common sense. So for example, my girlfriend is from Colombia, right? So let's say we're having our first date and she asked me,
what do you do for work?
I'm actually a drug dealer. I was Pablo Escobar's protege, so yeah, I've been doing that for a while. What about you?
Oh God, like that's just like, I hate when people...
Canon, ma'am. So, but yeah, so that's not gonna work quite well when you're talking to a girl from Colombia, right? You have to use some common sense. Let's think of a better example, right? So,
what do you do for work?
Are you gonna judge me?
Maybe.
You have to pinky promise not to judge.
No, maybe I do want to judge.
I'm not gonna tell you if you want to give me that pinky.
God, I'm giving you that pinky because I'm really curious now.
Give me that big ass pinky.
I'll give you that big ass pinky.
I'm a male stripper.
No, you're shining me.
Why would I joke around about that?
Are you really?
Yeah, I take my clothes off.
Like gay guys as well?
I mean, gay guys pay the best. You know, the economy is really tough right now, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But I don't fuck them. I just take my dick and...
That makes me feel great about you.
I know, exactly. No, I'm just kidding. I work in marketing, and I also make YouTube videos like this.
Okay, but no OnlyFans videos.
Maybe. All right, so there basically you see an example of good trolling versus bad trolling. And yeah, again, you have to at some point drop the troll and tell her what the actual answer is to the question she was asking. Number 4, sexual innuendos. These are extremely effective if done right. And they're the perfect way to bridge the gap between having a more platonic logical combo to having a sexual one. Because if you just say something sexual out of the blue, most likely you're gonna turn the girl off. It's gonna be too abrupt. You have to kind of slowly ease her into that. And sexual innuendos are the perfect way to do that. So let's say we're on a date, for example, right? It's our first date ever. And then I say, so do you like girls?
Yeah, I find them to be cute.
Cool, we should have a threesome one of these days.
You just met you.
Yeah, so not gonna work well, right? This is me saying something sexual out of the blue. But now let's take a look at the same type of scenario, but I use sexual innuendos here. So for example, we're on the date, I might say something, hey, what do you think about that girl over there?
She's pretty.
She's been staring at us like for the last 20 minutes.
Has she?
Yeah, I think she wants us, but don't worry, I'm pretty sure I can fight her off.
Okay, we should.
I got you. Number 5, build sexual tension. This is by far the most important one out of all the steps I've mentioned. You can skip some of the other ones, but if you skip this, chances are the girl's not gonna feel the desire to have sex with you because sexual tension is like the glue. It's the thing that greases everything together. It's gonna be the thing that makes the girl wanna actually sleep with you. So there's multiple ways you can go about this, right? The first and the easiest one is just with how you speak. So if we're on a date, I'm gonna be speaking a little slower. I'm gonna speak more seductively. I'm just gonna slow down my speech and talk in a very controlled way. Versus when I'm talking to you guys, I speak a lot faster and I'm a lot more frantic, right? But I would never take that energy into a date. Number 2 is gonna be proximity. So if we're on a first date, we're probably gonna start off here, right? And then you can just, as the vibe is going, you can just get a little closer and you're just testing the waters. You're seeing, like, for example, when you go a little bit in, does she just pull back? That's a sign that means that you want to just leave things where they are and try again later after you build more comfort. Or is she leaning in, or is she neutral? In that case, you can just kind of stay where you are and then just go a little closer, right? And the closer you are to someone, you can do this experiment at home with like anyone, right? Just standing close to someone, you just feel a lot of tension, right? And this especially applies on a date, right, where you both find each other attractive. Number 3, light touches. So this is also a really good way of building sexual tension. So we're talking, and as I'm making my point or I'm asking an interesting question, I'm gonna just take my hand and put it on her knee just for a few seconds, right? And then move it back. And I'm gonna see how she reacts to that, right? If she looks like she's enthusiastic about me, or even best case scenario, she touches me back, then that's a signal for me to keep touching some more, right? If she kind of gets a little distant about it, then you want to chill out for a little bit and then try again later as you've built more comfort, right? So I think that's a big thing. And the last one is just having a more sexual type of conversation, bringing up sexual topics. Now again, you can't do that right off the bat because it's gonna come off creepy. You have to build some sexual tension first using the other methods I've mentioned, and then you also kind of have to use sexual innuendos to grease the wheels before you can get into talking about sexual topics. But if you're talking about like your turn-ons and your kinks, it's gonna be very easy to close after that. All right, hope you guys found this video valuable. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notification, because if you don't, my videos will literally just not pop up on your feed. Also, check out my free Tinder guide. Link's gonna be in the description. It's gonna show you all the same strategies that I used on her on our first date,
which went really well.
As you can see, 5 years together. And also it's gonna show you how to get good photos, or whether kind of bio makes you stand out, and of course text game. All of it is gonna be in there and it's free. Link in description. See you.